Duke Van Basten inbound. So I'm assuming Keane on the left, Pichon in the middle, and Foudy on the right. Out of the 30 or so of these we've done, that's been that every single time. Yo! These are broken. These are fucking broken. I'm telling you right now, these Foudy over here. This is crazy. I'm telling you these are broken. I am telling you right now, these are broken. These are broken. This selection and this selection, out of the 30 I've done, I've had this over here 20 of the 30 times, and I've had Foudy over here 25 of the 30 times. Now, these are broken, man. Yeah, Van Basten in the middle. Why not? Oh, cool. Xavi. But that's usually the way it goes, man. Anyways, I'll take a Xavi. He's like 600k still on PC, and apparently he's absolutely cracked, so we get to try him out. Yeah. I've heard this card is nuts. I will 100% be using him. DLP, dude. DLP as a DM. How fun is that going to be? Him and Ruud Gullit in the midfield, man. Could be real fun, actually.
Hey, man.
Sweet. I'm actually excited about that one. You seem out of sync with audio. Do you need to maybe refresh the stream, or is it actually me? I don't know. Barney, thank you for the 87. Appreciate you, man. Yeah, I'm not gonna pack Tanaka, so we packed the Spanish Tanaka. That is crazy to call Xavi anything but Xavi. Anyways, Seb, Matt, Olar, you guys are awesome. Thank you so much. Well, you know what we could do before we start the grind, actually, is we could do our final set of people. Because of the fact that you don't have any PvP. Holy God, is it 6 p.m. already? I thought we had like another 40 minutes before 6 p.m. Okay, well, fingers crossed we got some good content today. Let me log out and log back in, chat. Let's log out and log back in here. Got a good chunk of packs to rip. I think provisions packs refresh today or tomorrow, so we get another 8 packs to restore the pack grind. But let's see. Are they going to give us anything to grind on the final day? I cannot believe that it's been 6 days straight of grinding infinite packs. We probably opened 1,000 plus packs, and I've not packed a single Leeds player. Not even a 15,000 coin Pascal Strike. So I'm going to look at SBCs. Please let there be a Jayden Bogle. There won't be, though. I know for a fact there won't be a Jayden Bogle because we already got a championship player yesterday. So it's going to be another Prem player and something else. New marquee matchups, guys. Whoopity-doo. Alonso, Nikita Paris. Sato. Yeah, this guy. So we got Brian Mbuemo. So no Jayden Bogle, guys. That's a sick card, though, and I think deserved as well. For an honorable mention, I think deserved for sure. Does he stay at Brentford this summer, or does he go somewhere for big money? I mean, he's not young, but he's not old either, right? And he's just like the perfect player. Nah, bro. I am so fucking goddamn jealous. Look at that. That's cool as hell. I'll give EA some credit. They should have done that with every player, honestly. They should have done this with every single player, man. What a dope SBC. Dude, the last SBC of the week, and they make it a cool one, man. If you're a Brentford fan, how happy are you, man? You just got 3 players with dynamics with 6 starting cards. Yes, they're not low rated, but down the road, you can put them into SBC, or into SBCs, into Evos. I think I'm just going to do this because you get a 93 and 2 90s. So if you're a Brentford fan, man, how hyped are you? It won't let me look at these cards, though, which is kind of stupid. I love it. I love it. That's a W. That's a W SBC. Imagine they did that for him. There's 2 more Middlesbrough players. I would have been so mad. Not that other Middlesbrough players would have deserved it, but 4 more Chelsea players, maybe men and women, would have been kind of cool. I would have lost my mind here, though. Can you imagine? 3 more Forest players. I think it would have still been cool, though. I do. And I mean, all they would have had to do if they didn't want to release 3 more Forest players is just do 2 squads, right? Same thing here. If they don't want to release fucking 4 Newcastle players, just do 2 squads. Make them relatively high rated. Could have done that as well. Anyways, that is actually a very cool SBC. I gotta give EA credit where it's due. I haven't given them much credit at all this team of the season. Disappointingly, no Leeds players though, man. I can't believe it. Can't believe it. We just got the daily boring refresh of everything, but who knows? Maybe we'll pack a Leeds player in the refresh. It's Thursday, so I don't think we get any objectives. Got a refresh on the weeklies. Oh, I forgot to do the rush games. Oh, cool. So I'm not even going to get the weekly rewards, am I, chat? Yep, we're cooked. I fucked it. No, actually, I guess I did do it. Oh, did we do it yesterday? Yeah, we did do it yesterday. Oh, thank Jesus. Wait, no, I didn't. I'm so confused. Wait, but if this is available today... You can get a Bundesliga Team of the Season pack now? No, I did do it. Weekly play objectives, not weekly objectives. Right. Right. That's just weekly play. Okay, we're chill, we're chill. We're chill, guys. We're chill, actually. We're chill. Yeah, we're good. I would have been kind of annoyed with myself if I missed that. You can get Ribery now? I mean, dude, you guys gotta get a fucking life. Sorry. I honestly, I can't believe I just said that out loud. I apologize. Okay, well, I guess that's content. What, did they give us an Evo? Did we get an Evo? Let's see. What? Yeah, I'm not doing that. What's happening right now? Okay. Got booted out. The center back one, I think I should do. It's 100K though, man. No Evos. Damn. No Evos. You can just put your controller down for career mode XP while watching Netflix. I know, but I just like, why? I'd rather watch Netflix and not have anything to do with this game. I feel like when we do shit like that, we just give EA a reward for metrics of us being on the game, so that they have these benefits they can show their shareholders when no one's actually on their game. Like, I don't know. I just think it's a huge L doing stuff like that. I get it though, if you've got passion for the game and you want that Ribery for a champs run because, you know, you want Ribery before anyone else. Fair enough, I guess. Fair enough. What? I give this to this Pele? Oh, I can't. It limits you to changing one. That's kind of stupid. You have 2 Team of the Year Peles? Yep. I do. Brew, I do. Do. Well, Back to pack grinding, boys. Back to pack grinding, man. 2 team of the year Pele's, but no leads team of the seasons. I know, it's so weird. Did EA post a couple of spoilers for the Bundesliga highlights players? I know, yes, last week we got the highlights players posted. Did they? What are we looking at here, guys? Oh, it's in the news tab. Okay, let me check that. Let me check that before we continue with these packs. Perfect. If it's in the news tab, that's better. I don't have to log out or anything. So we go here. Okay. Give it a second to freshen up. How did I come to supporting Leeds? In the late 90s, I was a glory hunter getting into football, and Leeds were, you know, near the top of the table cooking, and all my high school friends and, you know, elementary school friends. 97 Kane. 5-star, dude. Oh my god. With finesse, low driven, and first touch. Okay, well, I changed my mind. That might be the best striker in the game. And then we have a 97 Ocean Man for Galatasaray with low driven, finesse, and chip shot and rocket booster. Holy god. Look at Osimhen. And we got a 5-star. I don't know who that would be. Who's Danish? A Danish woman that plays for Bayern. Striker. I didn't know they had a Danish striker. Carter? But she's like a winger, isn't she? Oh, maybe just a position change. It's got to be a position change then. Cam striker? Oh, okay. Oh, Cam, right. Okay, so they just had her starting at striker instead. Got it. That's kind of cool. I didn't even know that they did this. This is a nice little presentation. I like that. Yeah, Osimhen's gonna be nuts. Absolutely. Worst ever Prem team of the season? Yep. As a Leeds fan, one of the best ever team of the seasons ever, and yet somehow they still made it the worst. They've tweeted highlights players, but they're dead. Yeah, I'll probably just wait till tomorrow. I don't really care. Like I said, I don't really care about the Bundesliga unless I somehow get a Alphonso Davies card as a Canadian. It's realistically the only thing I care about. Oh, this is by far the worst team of the season we've ever seen in the history of Ultimate Team as well, I would say. Which is crazy to say with EVOs and all these SBCs, and I think it's fair to say this is the worst team of the season event in the history of this game cycle since 2009. Easily the worst team of the season we've ever seen. Disappointing, but you know, what can you do, guys? What can you do? Can't believe you've got 0 Leeds players. Dude, and we've opened the absolutely most crazy amount of big packs. I think we ended up opening 50 84 by 7s, about 50 83 by 10s, and we'll get through about 50 or 60 83 by 14s. We also opened 5 85 by 10s, you know, 87 by 6s, 87 by 5s, 86 by 5s, 88 by 2s, 87 by 2s. No? Oh yeah, and Evo just came out? What? At 6:13 p.m.? Bro, they are... They're so washed, man. They just forgot. Okay, let's see. They just dropped an Evo 13 minutes in? No nonsense. What the hell is this? So it's a league-specific Evo. They didn't give a League One. They didn't give one for League 1 last week. But we get a league-specific Evo on Thursday at 13 minutes past the hour. This is dope. Pace and physical max 90s. Oh, shit, bro. +3 defending, +2 pace, +3 defending, +3 defending, +5 physical. Gets defender plus dude. Oh my. I mean, Mullen already had cracked playstyles, but now he gets Bruiser as well. Other than the wasted tech dribble, yeah, other than the wasted tech dribble, he gets Defender ++ now too. Bro, hell yeah, that's actually awesome, man. Wow, what an Evo, dude. Well, this came out of freaking nowhere. Oh, but... Well, you know what? I could actually give the other one. I'm gonna give it to Mullen. I have to give it to Mullen. And then probably what I'll do is this one. It's 100K though. But you see what I mean? So which one is better for Mullen? He gets Aerial instead. Oh, I don't know now. Because he gets 99 reactions, 99 composure on this one. Holy shit. I mean, honestly, for 76 rated card, this is so nice. I mean, he doesn't have any other defensive Evos, though, which is kind of ass. But, you know, actually, Aerial plus for him would be good. I might throw the 100K on him, actually. Is a new American Pope? Nice. Well, as long as he's a good person, I don't really care where he comes from. Doesn't mean anything. All right, that Evo is actually good, guys. That Evo is very, very good. Skills made a video on how this is the worst FIFA ever. Well, I feel like we all are kind of in agreement, right? All right, 83 by 10, just to change it up a bit. Come on, flip me a Dangler Pascal Strike, please. Please, please, please. I mean, do we know anything about this American Pope? Is he a good guy? Is he a bad guy? What do we hey, what's the info?
Man, thanks for everything.
The Juice. Thank you for the 78 months, man.
N28 Heart, N28
Flash, thank you so much for 59 months, man. And Flash, thank you for the bits as well.
Take my money.
Yeah.
Take my bank card.
I think we're all a bit burnt out, aren't we? He's known to be a progressist. Okay, that's great. That's good. That's exactly what I want. I'm trying to just check some information. I'm not seeing much information, man. We're on the FUT market tweeting new Pope reveal on stream. Trump's gonna say he's the reason they chose an American Pope. Oh God. The taking the piss levels are gonna be astronomical with this for the next couple of months. Wait, Sammy Eto'o is also in the icon picks? Oh my god, I didn't realize that, chat. That's kind of awesome. Someone said he was a decent goalkeeper at Newcastle. Ah, that's a dead joke, though. That's a dead joke. Run the FUT market is streaming the Pope reveal. You know this game is finished. All right, another 83 by 10. Come on, baby. Oh, we haven't packed a team of the season today. We've been kind of cooked. We started so strong. Well, this guy is going to be a 97 rated God card tomorrow with crazy stats and crazy playstyles. Wait, was that a double walkout? Oh, yeah. Intended results. Lee, thank you for the 79 months with Twitch Prime. Free sub token being used. Thank you, Lee. Always appreciate you guys using your free tokens on me. Just got Isaac and Strike. GG, man. That's a W. Congrats. Do you reckon they'll lower the PR for fodder? What's PR? What the hell does PR mean? Price range? Is that what you mean? But okay, so if it is price range, what do you mean by that? Ethan helping Nick get 15-0 in champs? Nah, like I said, he doesn't like video games really. Maybe as he gets older, he'll have a new enjoyment of it, but he doesn't really like video games. He enjoyed playing a little bit of Spider-Man, like a first-person thing, and like when his friends are over, they'll play FIFA against each other type of thing, but that's about it. Like he never plays video games on his own. He's all about soccer. He's not training or practicing footwork and skills. He's watching like soccer videos and that's really it. Being a kid, doing homework. Right, so. Do. So this has got to be a team of the week. But we did a few of these, the grind of these yesterday. Did I just fucking take out the team of the week, bruv? Said you don't want your kids watching your streams, but do you know if Ethan's friends watch you? Yeah, they have, but I mean I can't stop that. They just have parents that don't monitor their watching, right? This is an 18+ stream, so if there's 13-year-olds watching my stream, it's nothing I can do. It's their parents that don't monitor their content consumption. But yeah, I think they have. Crazy that parents let their kids have free range on the internet, or free reign, you mean, on the internet? Yeah, I agree. Got lots of people in our families and in our friends groups that their kids have had phones since they were 7 or 8 and have had Instagram and everything and unfiltered YouTube, etc. since they're 7 or 8, and their kids are a fucking mess. A mess. I guess I should probably stick with SBC storage. Purple and Strike are worth buying. Yeah, I have a Strike, and as long as I can afford it, I'll be buying Dan James and Junior too. It's just sad I have not been able to pack a single one of them. I don't really care because I just want them. I'd rather them be first owner, but I don't care. I'll buy them non-first owner. It doesn't bother me. Yeah, but how can you stop if you let your kid get an iPad for, say, 30 minutes and roam YouTube? Or is there filters? I mean, brother, what? You monitor them. iPads and technology is not meant to be babysitters, right? You monitor what they're watching. You make sure they get off their technological devices after 30 minutes. I mean, that's number one. Number two, there are parental controls on technology, right? Parents that care can take the time to learn how to apply those things, not just live in denial and being like, oh, I don't know how to do that. Well, you're a shit parent then, you know? Like, what are you talking about? And I'm not saying you, I'm just saying you as in the proverbial, like, you. Proverbial is not even the right word, but whatever. You get what I'm trying to say. So that's number one. Also, there's YouTube Kids. Like, there's stuff like that, which automatically have filters to remove weirdness and weirdos.
Hey, man.
Like I said, I have nowhere to put all this shit, so I might as well put it in here. Save some more golds and silvers for the upgrade. Wow. Right? How old was I when I first had Ethan? 26. 25? 25, 26. I'm 26 and can't imagine having another kids for like 10 years. Well, Ethan was a surprise, right? We weren't really planning it, number one. But I'll tell you right now, brother, you'll be 36 and won't be able to imagine having kids either. You can't really plan for them like that, man. Kids they're your spawn. You're pushing the gene pool forward, right, in time. Considering it just in the financial sense is I don't know. I just don't think the right way to go into parenting. Kids just want love. The money, the thing where people always say, oh, I don't have the money for this, I don't have the money for that. You're never going to have enough money, dude. If that's your thought process and considering process that most younger people have, you're never going to have enough money. If the thought process is, oh, I want to be able to have time and to vacation and whatever, well, I mean, that's just greedy, right? And that's fine. I mean, if you want to live your life like that, that's fine. But there are huge repercussions to that. I mean, like I said, when we had our kids, we didn't have any money because, like I said, it was a surprise. I was still finishing up college and school, as was my wife. So what I will say is having kids propelled me into maturity that I never knew I had, right? And a quick way to become mature and be a lot more responsible in life is to have another human life depending on you. Yeah, no, there's nothing that will prepare you for parenthood, man. Nothing will prepare you for the unbridled, unimagined love for another human so much more than yourself. Nothing prepares you for that first experience with your kid where you're like, I finally understand that my life means nothing in terms of what I have and want. Everything I have in the core of my being is for this thing, this little tiny person. And yeah, that alone, you just never prepared for. It's a wild experience. An amazing experience, obviously. Parenthood changes your priorities a lot, at least it should. If you're a semi-decent human being, right, which is, I'd say, a good 80 to 90% of the population, it absolutely does, yeah. It absolutely does. If you are fundamentally a terrible person, having a kid won't change that. But like I said, I'd say a good 80% of the population are fundamentally good people, right? You've got like 5% maybe of the population that are just, or 1 or 2% of the population that are just pure sociopaths, psychopaths, etc. And you probably got another 10-15% of the population that are just horrible, selfish, terrible people. Whether it's from their own, just the way their brain is built, or from maybe childhood and how they were raised, they just turn them into terrible people. And again, people do not take accountability. So people even that had tough childhoods, at some point you got to just be like, all right, man, I got to fucking nut up and man up and start being a good person no matter how bad my childhood was, right? I mean, I had a lot of fucked up shit that happened in my childhood, right? I'm not gonna fucking sit there and lean on that my whole life. It just gets you nowhere. Other than just continuously I guess, giving yourself the let off to be a terrible person. What was the first Leeds item I gave Ethan? The Leeds pillow behind me was given to him very early on. I can't really remember when. But yeah, like becoming a parent, nothing, you can never be prepared for it, man. Just got to accept it. Whatever financial situation you're in, inevitably having a kid will make you be a lot more aware of how you spend things and where you're being wasteful, and will mature you real quick as to understanding what really matters. Those new pair of Jordans or those FC points that you're going to dump are absolutely not a priority anymore, which is great, right? You know, using a Twitch Prime for free on stream that you have with Prime, as opposed to maybe having a $25 a month sub. Like, those things start shifting and changing around over time, right? I kind of hate this process of now I have to go open silver packs. Unless a Tanaka or a Furpo walks out, then I'll be happy, I guess. That'd be sweet. My dad sold his fun cars when we were born. I sold all of my project cars, my R32, my Corrado, everything when I had kids. And then my final show car, I sold my twin turbo Jetta Coupe that was in a magazine feature. I sold all of it for my kids. And till this day, I don't have a fun car. And like, I am through and through a car guy. And to this day, I haven't gotten back into the industry at all, because I want to make sure my kids are set up. You know, and I mean, initially, even Steph was mad at me when I sold the R32 when Ethan was about to be born. Because we could have gotten away with keeping the car and keeping it in storage, but I wanted to make sure we had a chunk of money that we could put towards baby formula and all this other stuff and things, and Steph obviously not being able to work and for those periods of time, and you know, you make those sacrifices. And you don't think twice about it either. Again, if you're fundamentally a good person. Obviously, if you're fundamentally a terrible person, yeah, you're not going to give a shit about your kids, and you're not going to, you know, you have a kid and it's not going to change anything. You're still going to go get hammered with your buddies. You're still going to dump money on casino gambling, whether it's in packs or going to the actual casino or spending hundreds of dollars a night at the pub instead of putting it away for your kids and whatever. Yeah, I mean, you know, I'm sure there's still tons of people that do that, but I think the majority of the population, when you have a kid, it kind of wakes you up to what's important. See, the thing is, too, Gibbo, like, you can always get that stuff back, right? I mean, there's a lot of stuff you can get back. I mean, oh, look at that Tyjon. I think that might be the first time this year I packed him. Oh, well, we're not going to keep him. And obviously, if you've done well in your life and things are set up properly and what have you, doesn't mean you have to sell all the cool things that you've collected or had since you were younger or whatever. I'm just saying, it just depends on your financial situation, right? If a kid comes as a surprise and you're relatively young like me and Steph were, then I had to make a decision to sell my project cars and all that stuff. It just made sense. All right, let's do a team of the season pack. Come on. Fuck this game. It's so shit. I'm so bored. I am so fucking bored. I'm chilling, Ziad. How are you, bro? Back-to-back team of the seasons? my god, guys. Oh my god, I'm so excited. I packed a 93 team of the season. Oh no. No, it could be anyone. I thought it was the Man City player. Oh my god, please, could it actually be? Finally. No, fuck me. How have I packed her twice now? And I can't pack a goddamn Leeds player. Oh my lord, have mercy. I am so annoyed. I know this is a Prem specific pack, but it just in general, the thought process still stands. Why are these things so impossible to pack? But yet, statistically, cards that are way more impossible to pack, I packed so many times. Started watching you in college and now I'm a dad. Hell yeah.
Hey, man.
Good luck with the Leeds players.
Thank you, Daniel. I'm gonna need luck. I'm gonna need some crazy luck. I'm gonna need the most insane luck ever. But thank you for the 68 months, man. Appreciate you, bro. It's not, yeah, it's brother. I've got about another maybe 100 packs to open. I've got another maybe 30 minutes, maybe 40 minutes, and I'm done. I'm done for the week. I'm not gonna sit here for 6 hours doing this. I'm fucking bored out of my mind. I don't find this good content for myself. I'm not engaged with this anymore. I'm burnt out, man. You know, 3 to 7 hours a day grinding the menus, and I mean we're coming up to what, like 30 hours ish grinding menus, and I haven't packed a single Leeds player. I'm fucking done. I'm out. Tomorrow, maybe we wake up a little bit earlier, start the stream a little bit earlier to try and get the final 2 hours in. To pack, of course I've packed Osimhen 100 times. Would I take Dan James over VVD in a new player pick? No. Because I could just go buy Dan James. I would take Tanaka over VVD because I can't buy Tanaka and I want him. But Firpo or Dan James or Stroik, I would take the VVD because I could buy those other cards.
Hey,
Philip,
man.
thank you for the 19 months with Prime, brother. Any good chicken breakfast foods? I don't like steaks, so steaks and eggs is a non-starter. Then just have eggs. Chicken for breakfast seems so weird. What about ground beef? Even then, I don't know. Breakfast, like eggs is all good for me. A protein shake. I can't really imagine having like fish or chicken for breakfast. That just is not appealing to me. I just put ham with my eggs. I find ham to be so fatty. I don't like pork at all, really. I've discovered over the last 5 or 10 years. Just find it like a gross meat. Like I'll eat bacon on a... Oh my god, please. It's gonna be anyone. If it's gonna be anyone, be a Leeds player. Be Dan James. Even a 30, 40,000 coin Dan James. Please, man. Please. This is the chick earlier that I thought I was packing, by the way. I have packed Fowler at least 12 times this week. At least. At least. Maybe more. Maybe more. I love chicken. Was thinking omelet. Yeah, I mean, I suppose you could. Yeah, do really whatever. Pork is rancid. No, just pigs just gross me out. Honestly, they really do. They just eat the most disgusting shit, and I just feel like that's gotta translate over the meat, right? Seems like such a dirty meat. And I like, don't get me wrong, I like bacon. I do like bacon, but I haven't had bacon in forever. I don't really miss it. This should be a orange. This should be a Fanta 96 rated Sommer right now for his performance against Barca. This card should be a man of the match, you know, even 94 rated dynamic image orange Fanta card for the next few days. But instead, he's a fucking 87 goddamn gold because EA are a boring, idiotic company. I don't eat pigs, so I don't become one myself? Well, that doesn't... What? Footy, it's not even Friday. Where are these gummy comments? Did I just pack them again? No. Gummy ass comments. Pigs are fat and you want to be healthy is what you mean? No. I don't know why you... What? You're just putting words in my mouth. What? I just don't like pig. I don't like, you know, pork meat. I find it gross. I mean, cows can be fat. I eat beef all the time. Is your family from Lebanese side Muslim? No, we are Roman Catholic. Or have you been raised a Muslim when you're younger? Sorry if I sound uneducated. You do, but no. I was raised Roman Catholic. My family had to escape Lebanon in the 80s because as Catholics in Lebanon, they're being murdered for their religious beliefs by fundamental extremists. It's the horrible truth of Lebanon's history, but my family and our religious side in Lebanon are heavily persecuted for being Catholic. You know, that whole region, unfortunately, has a bunch of, like, just terrible things that have happened through the years. And I can't believe it. I've packed this guy another 10 times. No Leeds players, but a fucking Sheffield United goddamn team of the season. We pack him 10 times. What's my go-to breakfast? Protein oats, eggs, protein shake. That's pretty much the 3 different things that I'll have. I don't really alternate too much. Eggs are the easiest, by far.
Hey, man.
Happy 22 months, Nick. Such a shame content is so dead. Just wanna pack some of the Liverpool players, but instead I'm packing Infinite Cells and Bruno's not like
Yeah,
this.
Reese, for sure. Do I make overnight oats? I make my oats the night before, but they're not considered overnight oats. I make steel cut oats. And then I cook them up in the microwave the next day, the next morning. Weird. Daily login unfavorited. Good to hear, AJ. Hope you're recovering well, bro. What was the health scare, man? Haven't seen you in the channel in a while, so hope all is well. You know, always interested to know what the health scare ended up being. But hope you're okay, man. Haha, pancakes. 37 trying to eat better.
City tots to save my life. Packing everything else like it's
Wait,
going
Barrett,
out
what
of
was your
fashion.
message about?
Pain.
Cut out energy drinks and fast food. Had a breakup but found someone new. Looking to buy a house. Want to be around for my kids. That's amazing, brother. Yeah, always good to make those changes. If you're not making them for yourself, you know, having someone else on your pedestal, kids, wife, parents, whatever that you're trying to get better for, that can help kickstart a health journey too, right? You don't always have to get healthy for yourself, but it is up to yourself to get healthy, right? What a hell of a line that is. Yeah, you don't have to use the motivation of getting healthy for yourself. You can use the motivation of getting healthy for your kids, but it is up to yourself to get healthy. Yeah, George, if I could only give you the 7 different Birmingham Team of the Seasons I've packed, I happily would, man. I'd do it for free.
Hey, man.
AJ, welcome back, man. Well, there you go. Types to us in non-sub mode and then hits us with a resub as well. God bless, man. Appreciate you. 88 months, man. Big time OG. I'm a slave to energy drinks. I mean, you gotta not be, brother. Don't know what else to tell you. Can't function without my coffee fix in the morning. Yeah, coffee's fine, man. Energy drinks are fucking horrible for you. Absolutely terrible for you. But I think like an energy drink addiction just shows a lot more issues at hand. You're not getting good sleep at night to recover. You're not eating good whole foods to energize you in that regard. You're probably burning the candle at both ends in terms of not sleeping enough, you know, maybe working too much, maybe whatever, right? But yeah, I was the same in college, man. Trust me, I speak from experience. I was having 3 to 5 Monster energy drinks a day, getting through my college courses and studying and all that stuff. I did that and running 2 businesses on the side, my car parts, building my cars for car shows while going to school full time, while working, while running my car parts business. Like I was doing the same. I'm not talking to you guys as though I am better than you and I would never do that. I did that and it's so bad for you, man. Coffee is an energy drink. Okay, Jack Daniels, you know clearly the differentiation between drinking energy drinks and drinking coffee. And if you don't, you're just being pedantic for no reason. I mean, if you can't function without a cup of coffee every morning, that's okay. It's not necessarily a big deal. That's not exactly how you laid out your initial message, my man. Coffee's all right. I mean, again, would it be better to not have, 7 coffees in a day? Would it be better to have maybe 1 or 2 coffees just in the morning and then not really have anything in the afternoon onwards? It'd be way better for you. But, I mean, out of all the addictions, caffeine isn't really... caffeine from coffee or tea isn't really the worst thing in the world. At least not from all the literature I've gone through. Tea has more caffeine than coffee, yet coffee keeps me awake. I mean, I don't think that's true at all either. Unless for a very hyper specific, you're having like yerba mate.
Hey, man.
Or you're having very weak, watered-down coffee. I think for the most part, that's not accurate. Coffee releases the caffeine a lot quicker. tea releases the caffeine for the most part a lot more subdued and for a longer period of time as you sip it. Those are the differences, but yeah. Larzard, thank you for the 72, man. Appreciate the primer. Much love. Chat, I'm right about that, right? I think Jack Daniels is wrong about that too. I'm pretty sure coffee inherently has more caffeine than tea, but tea releases it slower, right? Caffeine from coffee is released a lot quicker, is it not? I love coffee so much. I do too, man. I do too. Depends on how long you brew the tea too. Okay, that's cool. But then same thing, it depends on how strong you make the coffee, right? How much grounds you use, what type of grounds you use. Yeah, I don't mind tea. I actually like a cup of tea. But unless I'm trying to wean off of caffeine and cut caffeine down, I can't imagine having tea in the morning instead of coffee. Was bad trapped gas? Oh, AJ, it was bad trapped gas. You might have some appendix issues, maybe gallbladder issues. Probably a diet thing. Sounds like maybe too much like processed food, too much junk food, maybe too much alcohol, maybe just too many calories through the day. AJ, it sounds like you're going through what I went through 5-6 years ago, man, in and around COVID. Like kind of like a problem of gluttony, if you will. That's what I went through. Dude, the freaking gallbladder pains, man, and the gallstone pains, horrifying. And it was more embarrassing as well because it was all self-inflicted issues and medical issues. So embarrassing, man, getting myself to be so overweight and being such a pig with drinking and eating that I started, like, that's what caused me to have a big change in diet and lifestyle change, man. The one thing, man, that as a man you need to learn is you gotta stop being a fat piece of shit. Like, we all gotta learn, man, once you get into your, like, mid-20s, you can't eat and drink and live your life the way you did as a teenager. The problem is as a teenager, is I feel like we all set ourselves up with these insane lifestyles of eating and drinking like pigs, and because we're teenagers, maybe doing a lot of sports, but in general, because our metabolisms are so high, we spend like 5 to 7 years of our teenage and young adults' lives setting up these disgusting eating habits, and then we just keep them going into our late 20s and into our 30s, and then dude, you eat like a fat piece of shit through your teenage years, through all of your 20s and into your 30s. And by your mid to late 30s, your body's like, I'm done, man. You are now going to die. Or you're going to start having all these things failing. Your kidneys, your gallbladder, your liver, fatty liver, super over, like, it's crazy, man. It's crazy how we do that to ourselves. And we all know we do that to ourselves. We just live in this denial. And then the only time you really wake up to all the stupidity and the dumb things you've done to yourself physically is when you're in the hospital because you have a gallbladder attack. You're in the hospital because you have, God willing not, but you have even worse complications. That's what happened to me, man. And I was just like, dude, I'm a disgrace. What was that? 5 years ago. So I was in like my mid 30s. I'm like, what am I fucking doing at 260 pounds? fat as fuck, and I'm in the hospital because I just had a 2 or 3 day binger of drinking and eating, camping and stuff like that. And I'm you know, yeah, it was, oh man, I had so many like, what do you call that? Realizations. I'm so glad I fixed it, man. I'm so glad I fixed it. God, I don't know how I lived like that for so long. And I know that there's silently probably thousands, if not millions of people that are living like that. Dudes that are living like that. Enlightenment. Yeah, that's a good word. Yeah, that's a good word. It's crazy what eating a whole food diet that you make yourself with single ingredients will do. Whether you want to be a vegan, whether you want to go keto, whether you want to go carnivore, well, I don't give a fuck what you want to do as long as you keep your calories under the calories you're supposed to have every day, right? That's the most important thing, and eating whole foods. Whatever you choose to eat, as long as you're making it yourself, it's not pre-prepared, it is crazy. And you remove liquid calories, so you have water, you have diet drinks if you need to. Try your best to remove alcohol from your diet and from your, you know, from your life, other than special occasions maybe. It's crazy what just a simple change will do for your life, man. You're turning more into a therapist for the chat than a FIFA streamer. I feel like we've been this way for forever. Maybe more recently on the health side. The mental health thing, though, I feel like we've kind of always talked about that stuff. But the thing is like 10 years ago when I would talk about men's mental health and stuff, I was a bit of a fucking hypocrite because my mental health was a disaster and I was a physically fat piece of shit. So you can't really talk about your viewer base being strong and having good mental health and whatever when fundamentally I'm a mess, right? So cleaning up your physical health goes a massive way towards cleaning up your mental health, and that's something else that I didn't know or understand until I did it myself. And again, it's something I think a lot of people don't really know or understand until they go through that journey themselves. My granddad drunk and smoked and died at 55. Mine too. My Opa ate and drank himself to death, had a massive stroke, and instead of manning up and getting himself healthy and trying to fight back, getting his motor functions and whatever, he just said, fuck everything. I'm going to keep doing everything I'm doing that got me this stroke. And then he ended up dying of a massive heart attack a few years later. And it's so sad because honestly, if he took care of himself, he'd probably still be alive to this day. And that was like, he died when I was 5 or 6. So that was like 34 years ago, 35 years ago. You know, on the other side of things, my Judo, like my Lebanese grandfather, he's 96 right now, 6'3" mountain of a man, and he's still living perfectly and happily right now. He has a little bit of trouble getting around and a little bit of issues here and there, but the big difference between my Opa, who died 34 years ago in his 50s, and my grandpa, who's in his 90s now, late 90s now and living well, is their diet and their exercise. My Judo, like my Lebanese grandpa, is a gardener and what do you call it? A tinkerer, right? He's like a mechanic, an engineer, and whatever. So he's always working on his cars, working in his backyard, gardening. You know, 8-9 months out of the year in Lebanon and in Vancouver. Very, very active, but active with things he enjoyed. And again, ate a Mediterranean, Middle Eastern diet of very clean, whole foods that my grandma would make for him. Whereas my Opa would eat a Dutch diet, which is very fatty, very processed, lots of cheeses, lots of sausages, lots of alcohol, lots of smoking, lots of, you know, pipe smoke and whatever. And yeah, he checked out in his 50s. A lot of stress too. I'm sure my Opa he was a doctor and stuff like that, so he was under a lot of stress too. I'm sure that did it. That's another thing. Stress mitigation. Not easier said than done for people that are trying to succeed in life, but stress mitigation is huge, man. We all have to take on stress in our lives, and depending on where you are in your life, if you're a college student, you're going to take on a lot of stress. I did, right? of course. But as you get older, man, you start being able to make decisions to like reduce stress, and some people don't. They just keep the stress piled on, and it takes them out early. Did my first workout this morning. That's okay, Smokey. You know what? Day one, man, right? The Rock says that cringy thing is it's instead of saying one day over and over again and then one day turns into 5 years and you've done nothing, you decided day one. Today is your day one. Everyone's got to start somewhere, my man. Good for you. You should be proud of yourself. Hopefully tomorrow is day 2. You've inspired me, your enthusiasm with healthy eating. Oh, good. Good, Barrett. I'm happy, man. Good. Yeah, man. Like, quitting competitive Ultimate Team gameplay has been the best thing ever for my health. Fuck that. I don't care that it's part of my job description. I don't give a fuck. Chat, are you guys, let me know what you guys, for the subs that can type in the chat, of course, are you guys doing any type of exercise? Not every day, obviously, but like, talk to me about what you guys do to move your bodies around through the week. Are you guys walking? Are you guys playing football? Are you lifting in the gym a couple times of the week? Are you getting super dedicated and doing it a lot? I'm sure the chat will be super unoriginal and be like, I moved to the fridge. And then I move my fingers for foot champs, is what I think a lot of the chat wants to type, but hopefully we get some serious responses. Walks and jogs, standing at work. That's good, Stone. I'd like to get a standing desk, but I kind of don't really need to worry about standing while streaming anymore because I do so much physical exercise. Gym 3 to 4 times a week. Nice, Mike. Colin plays tag rugby. Hell yeah. Bodyweight exercises and rucking. Amazing, Kamina. Play hockey 2 times a week? Hell yeah. Gym football, working as a truck driver. I can imagine there's a lot of steps involved in that. In terms of, I guess, deal. Well, as a truck driver, do you deal with the loading and unloading of the payloads? I used to work for Frito-Lay as one of my jobs. And that was a hell of a physical job, man. I think if I had a step tracker back then, 20 years ago, I probably was doing 30,000 steps a day. Minimum. My job as a postman, walk 10 miles plus most days. Hell yeah, that's awesome, dude. What a great job. $20K steps a day, load and unload the truck. Hell yeah. So not a long haul trucker, right? I think long haul trucker is a bit different.
Hey, man.
I do 20k steps a work day and I love it. Much love.
Good stuff, Hyphy. Good stuff, man. Good for you. It's awesome. Go for a walk a couple days a week, play pickup football after work, and most Sundays for 2 hours. Nice. And that's something I would assume you find fun, right, Chris? Which is great. Watch Tom Haviland. That guy's immense. Yeah, he's great. He's good shit. I mean, his workouts are another level, right? As a normal human, none of us will be able to replicate that, but he's pretty incredible, for sure.
Amen.
His Zerker squats or whatever are just diabolical. My guy's doing 6 plates aside for paused reps. Excuse me? With no straps, no nothing. Oh! Well, you are just a human cyborg freak of nature, apparently. Elliot, thank you for the 13. On an app with work, it shows step leaderboard. I pick someone and chase their steps to move up the leaderboard. That's kind of cool. Hell yeah. I think you just have to find an exercise you enjoy. Personally, I don't enjoy going to the gym, but I love running different team sports. For sure. But I would say if you're waiting to work out when you're happy and excited to work out, you'll never work out a day in your life, or you'll work out once or twice and stop. To me, the fitness side of things, it's non-negotiable. I just do it no matter what. And there's maybe one day a week where I'm excited to go to the gym. And I've been doing this for 5 or 6 years now, and I'm not kidding. Like yesterday, I wanted nothing more in my life than to not be in the gym. I wanted nothing more in my life than to, yeah, I wanted to do nothing less than be in the gym. Like the fucking leg day, dude, on Wednesdays is so savage, man, that I hate the idea of doing it. Like, I genuinely almost get anxiety before getting to the gym for leg day. But I don't give a fuck. I'm going to do it anyways. I don't care. And I got through it yesterday, and like clockwork, without fail, as I was leaving the gym, I was so glad I did it. Exhausted. I was basically hobbling out of the gym, and I was so grateful that I put myself through it. I just think you gotta have the discipline. So, you know, if you have things in your life that are for physical fitness that you enjoy, like tennis or tag rugby or flag football or hockey or whatever, that's dope, right? Absolutely, that's dope. But man, you gotta even go do that shit on the days that it's raining or that you don't want to do it. You really do. $10K steps and 2,000 calories, 130 grams of protein, lifting weights 4 to 5 days a week. I've lost 2.5 stone this year. Hit a wall these past few weeks with celebrating Leeds promotion. Holiday next week, then back to the grind to try and shift off the rest. See, what I would say, Elliot, is I don't know if you've done that well, if it's best to like just stop. Like, I would still be doing stuff every day, man. Like, okay, you know, lifting weights 4 to 5 days a week, if right now with the Leeds promotion and you going on holiday and whatever, is fine. But you can still do like rounds, like 5 rounds of 20 push-ups, 20 sit-ups, 20 bodyweight squats every morning. That's gonna take you 15 minutes. You'll be sweating your ass off by the end of it. And it's not quite a full gym workout, right? It's not quite a full, you know, 2-hour walk or 1-hour walk or whatever, but it's still something. I don't really understand people that go on vacation and just go completely off the rails. I mean, eating and drinking aspect of hitting the wall. I see. I see. Yeah. For me, it's just discipline above everything, man. A long time ago, I kind of fell into a echo chamber of just following like Jocko Willink and Goggins and Cameron Haynes and these guys, and I'm so grateful I did, man. I don't really follow too much of those guys anymore. I kind of keep up with what they got going on, but that initial mindset of like when I was trying to get healthy, of like, fuck you and your punk ass, pussy ass feelings, do it anyways. As a dude, that's so important to hear, man. Like, discipline equals freedom is what like Jocko Willink preaches constantly, and it's also so true. Like, your discipline will give you freedom. A lot of people think, oh, but Nick's disciplined. He doesn't have freedom. He gets up every day at 6 a.m. to go to the gym for an hour and a half. But dude, that gives me freedom. Gives me freedom to have a body that functions, to move around and do stuff, to be able to go on vacation, to carry my kids, to, you know, all of these amazing things comes from that discipline, right? I'm happy for you, Elliot. Good for you, man. That's awesome to see in the chat. That's really, really cool. Well, it's the same idea on the mental health side of things that we've talked about a lot in previous years and months and weeks on stream, right? Similar to how like your gym routine has to come from discipline. You can't chase motivation to work out because, like I said, you'll never work out. You have to chase your discipline and be disciplined. That's what you do in the gym. Similarly, a lot of people, college students, kids, adults, men, whatever, with their wives, with their work, kids with school, whatever, will just say, oh, but I just want to be happy. Fuck your happiness. Your happiness is an emotion that comes and goes, like sadness, like depression, like excitement. In your life, you do not want to chase happiness as a job because that will come and go. You will not be happy doing even your dream job certain days of the week. What is the best thing on the mental side of things to go for is purpose. You want to chase a purpose, something that gives you purpose, whether that is raising a family, whether that is starting your own business, whether that is getting into policing because you really do want to be that positive change in your community, or you want to become a fireman because, again, for the same thing, you have a purpose of wanting to save people's lives, or you want to chase purpose. Like firemen, even if they love their job, they're not going to be happy every day. A fucking football player, even though he loves his job, not going to be happy every day. Streamers, even though they have the easiest job in the world, I'm not happy every day. But I do feel like I have a purpose. I do feel like I wake up every day and I'm excited to go live and talk to you guys about fitness and health and well-being. And, you know, I have a purpose to some cringe aspect of running a cool RTG to show you guys how not to spend money and get addicted to gambling your real money on packs and a meaningless video game. Like, I feel like even my shift into chasing purpose in life, a purpose of raising money for cancer research and aftercare and stuff through our charity streams, right? Those are the things that bring me meaning, right? A purpose of helping raise great kids with my wife, like that is a purpose. Being a good father to my kids, teaching my kids good life lessons, right? That is my purpose. Teaching my son how to be a good man, how to think fairly, and these are purpose, right? If I'm just chasing happiness, I would still be that fat fuck from 5-6 years ago and sitting around, you know, fucking smoking weed and eating like a gluttonous pig and doing nothing else. So take it easy, Kurt. We'll see you in a couple hours, man. Get after it, brother. We've addressed an issue with no nonsense. Evo was not granting intended playstyles. Impacted players have been updated in. Oh, interesting. Yeah, life gets better and starts with you taking care of yourself, Barrett, right? Physically and mentally. And you being physically and mentally checked away and squared away and in a good place means you can then afford to take care of and work on and help the people in your life that you have a purpose to help. Your kids, parents, if you have that relationship with them, or whatever, right? Your grandparents, whoever it is. But you can't help anyone if you're not helping yourself. If you're a mess mentally and physically, you can't do anything for anyone else. Well, you need to be selfish in the right way, right? You need to be selfish for your physical health to improve, and you need to be selfish for your mental health to improve. And if that selfishness means you cut out people in your family or in your life that bring nothing but negativity and stress on you, then you have to do that. Even if it's your mother, even if it's your father, even if it's a brother or a sister or whatever, right? You have this one life, and 99% of it you're living it in your own skin and that's it, right? Sure, you might spend a good amount of time of it with your wife, a good amount of time with it maybe with certain family members, but for the most part, it's you're spending your life with yourself. You got to make sure that you're taking care of your vessel. Any suggestions for a Mother's Day gift? I don't believe in Mother's Day gifts. So my suggestion is don't buy a gift. Tell the mother figures in your life that you love them and you appreciate them, and that should be more than enough. Actions, I think, taken daily is much more important than one day a year buying them something. You know, you wanna show the mother in your life or the mother figure in your life that you care about them daily appreciation and work. If it's the mother of your children, you help them out where you can every day. You let them know that they're appreciated and loved every day. Fucking fuck buying them a gift on one day out of the year that the media tells you should be buying them shit. I hate these days. I find them stupid. I think Valentine's Day is moronic. I think Mother's Day and Father's Day is moronic. But having said that, I think on Mother's Day, it's important to spend quality time with a person that you consider a mother figure. It doesn't have to be your mom if you don't have that relationship with your mom, and you never did. You don't need to be guilt-tripped into spending a day with someone that barely was your mother anyways, right? Like, but if there is someone that had some motherly love in your life, maybe it was your grandmother, maybe it was your aunt, maybe it was a school teacher, right? Hitting them up on that day and telling them you appreciate them and what they did for you in your life is great. Or spending some quality time with your grandmother, maybe if she was a motherly figure in your life. You know, stuff like that I think is important. Gifts, fuck gifts. If people do well enough in their life, they can buy themselves gifts anyways. It doesn't. To me, gifts are meaningless. If it's a homemade gift, like if you learned pottery or you painted something yourself, well then that's different. Sure, that's pretty gangster. That's pretty cool, but. I feel the same for all special days, including birthdays. I agree. I think birthdays are the second most meaningless day ever. I think birthdays should be for children until they move out of the house or something like that. But fucking like adults in their 40s celebrating the day they shot out of their mom's vagina 40 years ago as an excuse to get hammered or guilt people into giving them gifts or reaching out to them for that day of their birth. Fuck right off. Birthdays are idiotic. Like, grow the fuck up, man. Mother's Day is difficult, losing my mother and mother-in-law. Well, you know what, Grassos? I would say you're lucky enough that you had actual proper mother figures in your life. And, think about them on that day and be grateful that you had them in your life. A lot of people don't even have a mother figure in their life for most of their life, right? For my birthday, I want to have dinner with my wife and celebrate making it another year. Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with that, of course, right? Having a reason to celebrate and be grateful for making it through another year is great. For me, what I just want to try to do is do that as much as possible daily. I feel like we get so stuck in our ways. Yeah, I just feel like we get so caught up in life that we go weeks and months at a time just not being appreciative of the basic things we have. And I think it's very important to work on what is that term? It's I suppose gratitude, right? You work on your gratitude daily, man. You got fucking 5 fingers. You got your legs. You got your eyesight. You got your hearing. You got a roof over your head. Maybe it's not the best roof in the world. Maybe, you know, your parents under that roof aren't the nicest to you and whatever. But you have a roof over your head. You're born in Canada. Yeah, right? Like, unlike some of my cousins still being born in Lebanon, like they are so much harder in life right now, and they're in my family, and yet I won the lottery of being born in Canada because my family escaped Lebanon. So there's so many different things that like a daily bit of gratitude helps. Now again, that's not to mean you beat yourself up. If you get upset, everyone has their crosses to bear every day. So don't beat yourself up if you're upset because your toilet broke or whatever. Like that's also a normal human emotion, but you experience a human emotion, you let it make you mad, whatever the case may be, but then maybe that day or the next day you wake up and be like, fuck, you know what? It is annoying, my toilet's broken, whatever. My girlfriend's being a psycho, whatever the case may be, whatever it is, right? My job sucks or whatever, but I've got my health, I've got this. Like you gotta be able to you deal with your daily shit, but you gotta try and bring it back to having some gratitude and being grateful for the good stuff. It shouldn't take you until, Mother's Day to fucking be grateful for a motherly figure in your life and let them know you appreciate them. Or, it shouldn't take you till, I'm trying to think. It shouldn't take you till your dad's birthday to fucking tell him you appreciate him and you get him a gift or some shit, or you feel appreciated because it's your birthday and it's such a special, like, I don't know. Anyways, I think we're preaching a bit too much now, so I'll try and move on to something a little bit less preachy. And that's more than enough, Jacob. I'll probably text my mom or call my mom and wish her a happy Mother's Day, and I leave it at that. There's not too much more that needs to be done or said. My parents are divorced as well, Jacob. They have been since I was 2 years old. I can't believe I'm going to say this, guys, but I think we're cooked. I truly think we're cooked here. Can't believe we've gotten to this point and not a single Leeds player's popped for us. I can't believe it. Tomorrow morning, we'll have our final grind on this game, but... Damn, man. Look at this. Fucking look at this. Has the hate watch party succeeded yet, guys? There's no way that what's their name, Bilbao, will come back, right? Do. 1-0 Bilbao?
Hey, man.
No. Don't you even dare troll me, dude. Don't you even dare troll me. Did they just score? Oh my god. I'm Man United's curse. Let's go, boys. What is up with Nani's hair, man? My god. Madness. Batiste goal too? Wait, who are Batiste playing, Chad? Who are Batiste playing? Oh, what a goal too. Dude, that is an outrageous shot. What a shot that is. I mean, should Onana do better? I don't even think it's fair to say he should be doing better. All right. Let's see how we do. I'm going to try and change our fortunes and select the right side first. Usually it's Keenan Foudy here. If I go right side, maybe it won't be Foudy this time. It isn't. Figo? Makalele is an interesting one, actually. Like, that's actually not a bad one at all. Bro. How is Keane there every single time? Holy shit, this Makalele looks crazy, man. Is this Makalele better than my Patrick Vieira? Jesus. Makalele looks crazy. Oh my god, he's 70,000 coins. What the hell? Never mind.